Imagine walking into a negotiation, saying one sentence, and watching the seller drop their price by 5% sounds like a magic trick, right? It's not magic, it's psychology, and once you understand it, you'll never negotiate the same way again. Every real estate deal has a moment, a hinge point, where the power shifts from the seller to the buyer, and most people blow right past it without even knowing it existed. We're talking about thousands of dollars left on the table, sometimes tens of thousands, because no one taught you the one phrase that quietly rewires the entire conversation. The phrase is devastatingly simple. Is that the best you can do? That's it. 5 words, a pause, and silence that does more heavy lifting than any counteroffer you've ever written. Here's why it works on a psychological level. When a seller names their price, they're emotionally anchored to it, but they're also bracing for a fight. When you don't fight, when you just tilt your head and ask that question with genuine curiosity, you pull the rug out from under their entire defensive posture. The silence after that question is where the real negotiation happens. Because most people cannot sit in discomfort, sellers especially, who are already anxious to close. Studies in behavioral economics consistently show that the party who speaks first after a question like that almost always concedes ground. Now, let's be honest, there was a time when buyers thought they had to come in swinging with aggressive lowball offers to win, and that era mostly produced bruised relationships and rejected contracts. The market taught a lot of us the hard way that aggression signals desperation, but calm, quiet confidence signals strength. Think about every strong negotiator you've ever admired, a stoic poker player, a seasoned attorney, a diplomat. None of them are banging the table. They're asking quiet, disarming questions and letting the other side do the emotional work for them. The historical data backs this up too. In buyers' markets, going back to the early 2000s, properties regularly closed 5 to 8% below asking price when buyers used, measured, non-confrontational negotiation tactics versus aggressive countering. That's not a small number on a $300,000 home. 5% is $15,000, which is a vacation, a renovation, or 3 months of mortgage payments. There's a common misconception that you need leverage, timing, or a cash offer to negotiate effectively. And while those things help, they are not required. The phrase works even in competitive markets because it doesn't challenge the price. It challenges the seller's confidence in the price, which is a completely different psychological target. What you should not do is fill the silence after the question. Do not laugh nervously. Do not explain yourself. Do not immediately throw out a number. Let the question hang in the air like a slowly deflating balloon and watch what the seller does with it, because their answer tells you everything about how much room is actually in the deal. Pair this phrase with one other discipline. Know your walkaway number before you ever open your mouth. Negotiation without a predetermined exit price is just improvisation. And improvisation in high-stakes financial decisions is how ordinary people make expensive emotional mistakes. The real lesson here isn't just about one phrase. It's about building a repeatable, unemotional process where every interaction is deliberate, every silence is strategic, and every concession you give is part of a plan you already made at your kitchen table the night before. Discipline in negotiation is the same as discipline in investing. The outcome is almost always better when you decide the rules before the game starts. There's something almost poetic about the fact that in an industry full of jargon, spreadsheets, and complex strategy, the most powerful tool is a 5-word question and the courage to stay quiet. The best deals aren't won by the loudest voice in the room, they're won by the most patient one. Whether you walk away with 5% off or not, the real win is that you showed up with a strategy, you stayed calm, and you treated the negotiation like a professional instead of a gambler. That posture, repeated across dozens of transactions over a lifetime, is what separates the investors who build wealth from the ones who just occasionally got lucky. If you want help putting moves like this into practice, whether you're buying your first investment property, finding a contractor, or connecting with a lender who understands the game, check out our links in the description below.